you hungry, Brad.
That's where I'm going as soon as we walk out of here.
You still got some powdered sugar on there. I think that you ate a few here at halftime. Listen, Brad, this is one of those games where you just got to find a way. You were saying throughout the broadcast, look, if they can grind this one out, it's going to be a good win, and it was.
Yeah, this is a great win. This is a really good young basketball team. Don't look at their record. They're really tough out, and I was really impressed with them. But the Cavaliers showed great resiliency tonight. That's something that we need on this basketball team. We're becoming a little bit tougher basketball team, and that resiliency coming back after they made such a huge run in that third quarter, and we were able to withstand and come up with some energy to push through that. I'm just really proud of our Cavs basketball team. What a big night.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. The Cavaliers were trailing by 15 in that fourth quarter. So to battle back in large part due to a big performance from Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, my goodness.
Donovan, he is look at that for 47.
That's awesome.
That's impressive considering that James had 0 at the half. You know, before he came over to me, he was joking around. I mean, he was serious, like, hey, time for me to wake up.
Yeah, and what was remarkable, his demeanor didn't change. He had nothing in the first half, and he has 20 in the second half, and it's the same demeanor, but he managed the game exquisitely. No panic, none of that. He made sure he got people in the right positions. He's elite at driving the basketball. He's a great conduit on the floor, and his patience paid off as we got into that fourth quarter. He made some huge plays that really helped this basketball team.
The Cavaliers had 35 points, and 25 of those came from Donovan and James combined in the fourth quarter. Sam Merrill, thanks for taking the time to join us. You just heard Brad and I talking about also just the patience that James can play with there down the stretch. Can you feel a difference with that, Sam? You know, when it's crunch time and you've got that veteran presence out there in the fourth?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we worked on it this week in practice, whether it's him or Don. You know, you get in this league a lot of times, late game, it just kind of turns into find your matchup, especially when you have two elite ISO players like these two. And a lot of times teams are going to come help off of that. And so we worked on, you know, what's our spacing out of that? What's our next action? Who's cutting? Who's staying? All that stuff. And I think tonight we did a really good job of executing. And a big reason is because those two are so dynamic.
You know, Sam, in this league, it's all about possessions. You got to have them. And one of the things that we've struggled with a little bit, it's getting better, is rebounding the basketball, especially defensively. You were outstanding. Now, your career high in college is 9. You have a career high of 10 rebounds. What's that all about? And I saw you. I mean, you were in there scrapping, fighting with those big guys. What's that all about?
Yeah, I think I've always been a guy that, you know, I don't get a ton of rebounds, but I'm one of those guys that's always going to find somebody and go hit somebody. A lot of times you're on the perimeter, guys crash from the corner, you just got to go hit and, you know, let someone else get it. But I think lately I've tried to be as aggressive as I can on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively, just trying to create extra possessions for us, feeling more and more comfortable with that type of stuff.
Yeah, you can see your rebounds.
Outstanding.
I mean, it's just incredible. For you, just being such a pure shooter that you are, and now, you know, you and I have talked about how the spacing is different with James Harden. Do you feel like the shots are more open for you now, or that you have more space, or that you don't have to get them off as quick as you normally do, or is there anything different there for you?
Yeah, it's definitely different. You know, I'm starting to get more and more understanding of when James is going to pass the ball. He likes the late pass, and sometimes he likes the real early pass. So just getting a better feel. But, I mean, him and Don, they both put so much, and Evan as well. I mean, they put so much pressure on the defense. It definitely makes our life easier.
You know, you play games like this, and you look at it, and there's always this one game you'll play where you play against a team, and you're like, you know what, they're a lot better than I really thought they were. That's a really good young basketball team.
Yeah.
So this win has to feel, in that locker room, like a huge accomplishment, especially 3 in a row on the road, going home. This was a good team you guys beat tonight.
For sure. I think they were, 10-5 post All-Star breaks. They're one of these teams that's not trying to lose.
Yeah.
And they got some good players. So, like, they are playing good basketball, and they played really well. And, you know, for us to be able to find a way in that fourth quarter to hunker down and get some stops there and get out and execute offensively, like you said, get 3 straight on the road. Doesn't matter who you're playing. Winning on the road, it's never easy. So get 3 in a row there is hopefully some good momentum for us.
Are we going to see, is your name going to rise up when we look into the stats for rebounds? Is Merrill going to be right below leading rebounders in the league.
Yeah, me and well, I think if you're talking Cavs history, I'm trying to get up to Tristan's level. So maybe in 25 years.
All right, Sam. Before we let you go, any beignets, any food out here in New Orleans? Because Brad's eaten about 15 of them. He's got powdered sugar all over his jacket.
Yes.
No, I think I got a club sandwich last night.
Oh man, come on.
But they're. I mean, I can't eat beignets before a game.
Yes,
but
you can.
I do think there's going to be something on the plane.
Yes, they got some good stuff on the plane. I can't wait.
Nice
really
po' boy.
good.
Hopefully they got some beignets.
All right, you burned enough calories, you rebounded enough basketballs, you eat some po' boys on the plane. All right, Sam, thank you so much. We'll let you get out of here. Appreciate you so much. Well, as Sam gets out of there, it's time for Brad's not favorite part of the night.
What's that?
The FanDuel parlay.
Oh, I
it's
love the
not
parlay.
time for you to leave yet.
I wasn't going
it's
anywhere.
not yet.
I'm
Do
ready.
not leave. I
All
know
right,
you're not at. You are staying in this seat. So let's revisit our FanDuel same game parlay from pregame. We had our eyes on Evan Mobley to record a double-double, but hey, he only had one rebound in the first half, so that was going to be a little bit tough. He finished with 80 and 7 in the second half. What'd you make of his performance?
He made some big plays tonight. He was big time on defense. He contorted his body that one time on DeJounte Murray, who had a good opportunity to shot. I thought Evan played an outstanding game tonight. He was fantastic.
Yeah, and even when he wasn't guarding Zion, he had to be the back line, right?
Yeah,
you had
that huge block at the end of the game.
And speaking of Zion, he had a good game.
Yeah, he's tough to deal with, man. He's a freight train. He's a locomotive.
Yeah, so
did a good job on him in the first half. Second half, boy, though, he just lit us up.
Did not hit the parlay. Doesn't matter because you know why? We won the game.
That's all that matters.
Just a great resiliency. We're down 14-15. We were not playing well on either end. And then I think our defense, we turned up our defense. I don't know how many stops in a row we got in that fourth quarter. Held them there a stretch where they, 0 points in, 6 minutes, just stop after stop. And then the offensive, I don't think either of them were they weren't on their game, and that's what the great players do, right? That's hard to do in any sport, right? You're struggling, not playing great, and then you, when it's crunch time, when it's money time, you take over, and that's what they both did. I thought Evan made a huge play in the pocket. They blitzed, I think they blitzed Don.